You, sir. Okay. Thank you, students. Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaskara, sir.
Namaste.
Namaskara to all the students.
Yes, sir. So we have with us a very important and renowned resource person, Shri Umesh Natarajan, Umesh N. So I'd like to give a brief introduction about this, sir. Let us not waste much time on because we are very much eager to listen to him. So Umesh Natarajan, sir, is a skill development and continual improvement manager. He is having more than 25 years of experience in the
Correct.
manufacturing industry. He has worked with various departments like production, engineering, that is electrical and electronics, vendor developments and projects. ನೀವು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರೋ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನುಭವದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಕಲಿಕೆಗಳಿಂದ ನೀವು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಳಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So skill development is a key function where sir train a team of members who are in the manufacturing processes. The key areas of focus would be safety on all aspects, which includes industrial safety. Safety ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಸೆಷನ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ. It is a part of it, one of the topic. Job safety analysis, behavior based safety, etc. Electrical and electronic training on power distribution and control circuit analysis and technical analysis of the breakdowns. So today the topics which sir is going to take are introduction to the industry 4.0, then basic fire safety, then personality development part also. So I once again welcome Shri Umesh Natarajan sir onto the Zoom platform on behalf of our management, principal, all the faculty members and the students. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, sir. It's absolute a pleasure. See, we have learned many things. And from sir, I've learned one thing. What we have learned, we've started working in an industry. We have earned enough. We have a certain relation with the industry. Now, it is our duty to give back the contribution to the society. So that is where I was very in resonation with Ravindranath sir's contribution towards the society. That is why I just agreed with the time where I can spend some time, share my knowledge so that you people are equipped enough to enter the market. Right. So let
Yes.
me first go through. I will take you all through the first introduction. I'll just show you what is an industry. Industry 4. How the industrial revolution took place, where we are standing now, and what are the benefits in the current generation. Right. I will share you my video. I'll share my screen.
Yes, sir.
I think my screen is shared. You can see the screen?
Not yet, sir.
One sec. I'll come back to the Zoom platform.
Yeah. Screen share. Yeah.
Yes. I understood.
Every day you'll be doing the same thing only.
No, I'm moreover on Teams platform. So suddenly to come back
Okay,
to the
sir.
Zoom platform, it takes some time for me to understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Microsoft Teams.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. Perfect, sir. Now it is visible.
Okay, I can see a few of enthusiastic students sitting here, listening. And sir, the students' background are basically mechanical, electrical, or electronics. How is it, or it is a mixed background?
In our institution, we have 6 departments: electrical, electronics, mechanical, civil, computer science, instrumentation. It is a mix of all. They are just passed out of 10th standard and joined the engineering.
Oh, so this is a wonderful platform for them to learn many things. And
Yes,
they can
sir.
become a specialist in a particular field. Okay, students. before entering into the session, I'll give you a brief introduction. Sir has already given a brief introduction about me. What I'll do is I'll give you a small brief introduction, what I am, what is my background, my profile. Sir has explained, but here again, I would like to show you something else, so that you'll know better of me, so that tomorrow you guys also will become one among the foremost engineers who are going to transform this world. Right? So basically, transformation realities, unveiling yourself is my subtopic. Topic which I have a passion for, which I just want to learn something new, help people in transforming their minds, utilizing them for their full potential. And you boys, you team members are the one who are just getting into the world, who have a lot of potential, Andre. You have enormous of energy. Once you have that enormous energy, where you focus, your energy flows. You focus on your subject, you will gain knowledge. You focus on playing around with friends, you will focus there and you lose your energy there. So it is very, very important that you focus on where you want to go. You should have a goal and you have to reach a particular goal. Okay, this is my company where I'm doing transformation realities. It's a personality development course where I have some small web pages which I'm still designing. Probably the launch will be next year, and I will try to get in students, and I'll try to offer most of the things for you to for free, so that you can make use of it. I want to see you guys growing into a potential potential leaders, not becoming a CM, prime minister or anything. That one of you can become, but at the same time, you have an industrial field. If you are into electronics, you become a leader in that particular field. In electronics, you have multiple functions, microelectronics, you have programming, you have multiple. You can become an expert in that. And tomorrow you can create your own world. You can become an example into the world. We Indians have that potential, but nobody is exploring that human potential. We are still programmed to believe certain thoughts, certain limitations, certain beliefs, and live in that particular world, one small world. And over a period of time, what happens is you'll start believing that is your world. You'll start thinking that is your reality, and you'll become a part of that, and you'll slowly vanish. That is not the cause. You are born here for a certain cause. You are born here to do certain things. You are born to reach your full potential. And you all must know that the human brain potential has been utilized less than 5%. It was Harvard University's analysis. A human brain is used less than 5%. Around 5% or close to 5% was utilized by Albert Einstein. And you know what and all magic is produced in this world. And you know the late leaders in our country, like Valmiki created Ramayana, you know, Vedavyasa created Mahabharata. These are massive. A person cannot even imagine the potential of a single person writing a story like Mahabharata with multiple phases, multiple relations, multiple things involving bringing Krishna's consciousness, then bringing out Bhagavad Gita. It is massive. That is the potential of human brains. So you guys have to get into that structure. Not only studies, not only thing. You have something within you. And to release your potential, sometimes maybe in the next few classes, I will take a session where what are the potentials you have within you. You can increase your strength. You cannot live on a world by external circumstances. The other day, Ravindranath sir shared me a video of Swamiji was telling us that external circumstances is not the factor to influence you. You have internal factors. You have your intuitiveness. You have your instincts. You have your imagination. You have your perceptions. All these are internal factors which can come out, and you can create a impact on this world. And every time, please remember, when you can create an impact, it should be a positive impact. There are few parts of the world where people use their potential to create a negative impact. We are not part of that. Right? This is what all about transformational realities. Coming back to me, sir has explained me very well, and that is what I am. I have worked in multiple departments, all this, okay. Okay, I'm an expert in electrical electronics. I can do power distribution to control circuit analysis, all that. Other than that, I have a personal life story. I have a wonderful wife. We are married for 21 years. I have a son and a daughter. Probably Meghna is laughing. I have a son who has just completed his 10th and he's got into 11th standard. And I have a daughter who's doing her medical dental surgery. Probably she is studying, waiting for her exams to happen. So this is my little family, and I have 2 more children of my brothers who are in KG, probably first standard and a sixth standard. So I have a variety of children in my house, right from first standard to a medical student. So that is my personal life. Other than that, me and Ravindranath share 2 things on the same platform, like serving the people is one thing where I was very much impressed with Ravindranath sir. So I also share the same. The second thing is he is what he has a very high passion for rides. That was very much taken by me. He is also owner of a Royal Enfield bike, and I'm a owner of Royal Enfield bike. And he's done a massive ride towards the North India. That is his passion. Other than this main passion, he has another passion driving around. And me too. I just touched the South India probably this year end or next year end. Maybe I'll also get into. This is my background. I think this is fair enough for me to, and this experience is fair enough for me to show throughout some knowledge on you. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ knowledge. I'll try to mix Kannada as much as possible. ನಾನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ because I'm also born in Bangalore. Bangalore ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು. So absolutely no problem. Okay. And thank you, gentlemen, for giving me this opportunity, and to Sir Ravindranath sir for giving me this opportunity to talk in front of you people.
It's our pleasure, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I'll be taking you to 3 subjects. 3 different varieties of subjects. Just to throw some knowledge on you. Just to throw something. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಜನರಲಿ ಏನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. I'll show you what is industrial revolution and what was first revolution, second revolution, third revolution, and the fourth revolution. And we are moving towards the 5th revolution. By the time you finish your studies and come out, we'll probably be in the 5th revolution, the 5G technology. You know the 1G, 2G, 3G. When I'm going through the presentation, I'll try explaining. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ 1G, 2G, 3G. Normally ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now we are on the 4G and 3G generation. The next generation which is coming is the 5G generation mobile phones. So I'll take you through that also. Fine. Gentlemen, I'll take you to the next topic, Industry 4.0. Industry. What is Industry 4.0? Probably you can have a pen and pencil with you. You can make your own notes because that will help you to recollect things. Normally what happens, when you come and sit in a session like this, you learn. You'll feel very impressed. You'll feel very motivated. And tomorrow, you'll have that motivation dropping directly by 50-60%. And day after tomorrow, another 30%. And after the 4th day, I ask you the same question, you'll not remember. So try to have pen and pencil with you, and pen and paper with you, and write questions. And if you have any questions, please question me at last so that I can explain. Why Industry 4.0? What is Industry 4.0? By any chance, do you all know what are the initial industrial revolution? Because you guys are out from 10th standard, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು normally industrial evolution, all this taking place. So basically industrial evolution ali, we are on the 4th industrial evolution. We are building the blocks of the 4th industry. We are moving out from the 4th industry to the 5th industry. What are the implications on product? Industrial potential implications on by Industry 4. What are the potential consumer products implication with Industry 4? I will show you. It will be eye opening for you. This digital revolution is disrupting every industry and technology. For example, I can talk now. See, about a few years back, most of the children would not know, but sir, like Ravindranath or senior people, senior generation, or we call the Y millennials. You guys are the millennials, born after 95, 2000, millennials. We are the Y generation. Adikinde innondu X generation itu. So in that generation, we have seen a massive transformation. We have seen ambassador cars to Benz cars. We have seen driver cars to driverless cars, which is going to be launched in the 5th generation. So you are a part of the 5th generation. You are seeing the next generation. You wouldn't have seen a TV, such a big one with a tomb inside. Today, everything is wall mounted and we have seen telephones in our full area where we had 100 or 300 houses. One house will have a telephone. Any phone, any call comes, it will come to their house. You have to run there. 1 in 10 or 20 houses will have a television. We'll all go group up and sit there and see. Today, every house has a television, every mobile has a television. You can hand watch it. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. That is where the industry has taken us over a period of time. By any chance, anybody would have seen this, I doubt. But our generation, I have seen this, I have worked on this. ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರುಬ್ಬೋದು. You get the flour or the ಹಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರೋದು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಮಾವು, ದೋಸೆ ಮಾವು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. That was the first change over from manual pounding to a kind of mechanical pounding. Then comes the second, means we use the water and steam for generating power. The second gen. What you can see the third gen. Third gen, it is more or less, it is power based. The electrical revolution took place, electricity generation, distribution, power distribution into motors. Motors are more mechanical. Then production, massive production. ಇವಾಗ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಣಗಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ this is mass production, the third generation of industries. Okay, then comes here, I'll show you the split of the industry. See, the first generation, first industrial revolution during the 18th century, it was an industrial revolution where mechanical machines were powered by water and steam. You understood? We had water and steam engines ಕೇಳಿದೀವಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು the first industrial revolution. ಮೊದಲು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ for a certain society. Then comes the next generation, beginning of 20th, the industrial revolution. Most of it was powered by electrical. Electrical ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು it was mass production, mass power looms, mass ಬಟ್ಟೆ production, and you have locomotives, transportation improved. ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು second generation. Then comes the third generation. Third generation during the 70s. ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ it add a bit of computerization. Like the initial stages, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Then it went to accounts, started typing, calculating, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. That was the third generation, basic introduction to the computers. The today's generation is the fourth generation, which is called the cyber physical systems. Cyber physical systems are the systems which can be interfaced via computer to the machines. Massive machines are controlled by a computer. I can control any part of the machine via computer. I can log, I can find out things, I can find out faults. Anything can be done through a computer. This is the fourth generation. Fifth generation, I will take you to the next class because we'll try to cover as much as required now. Right? So basically, it was between the 1760s to 1840. Railway engine or steam engine, where the first industrial revolution took place. Then the second revolution between 1870 to 1940, mass production, electricity line, motors, adella. From 60s, early 60s, end of 60s and 70s, ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು computers, mainframe computers, massive computers. You need to do a calculation, you need a memory, you need a big server memory and all that. And in this, I'll give you one example. Today, if you have a smartphone in your hand, ನಿಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು smartphone ಇದ್ರೆ, I'll tell you that is much more powerful than what happened in 1960 when NASA launched a person to the moon. Your smartphone is much powerful than the computer which helped NASA launch a person to the moon and come back. 1960s early. Okay, so you have a wonderful system within you. You tell me how many people of you have a mobile phone and use it to its maximum potential. Whatever it is, I'll tell you, you cannot use more than 10-20%. You can use it for a calculator, you can use it for a call, you can use it for a movie, you can use it for something. What else? And you know the power of your cell phone? I can keep it here, I can do my presentation here. I can sit here with my mobile phone, I can connect to any person in the world. I can do a presentation. I can see data, I can accumulate data, I can analyze data, I can do a presentation, I can do anything. That is the power of that particular system there. But you guys, maximum ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಗೇಮು, ಒಂದು ಇದು ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲು, ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಒಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Correct? See, you have technology in your hand, but you are not able to process it. use it to the maximum extent. That is the potential, right? Then the smart manufacturing, the collective leadership. What and all this digital world has changed us. What is Industry 4.0? It is a cyber physical world. As I told you, when we come to the fourth industry, it is normally based with computer-based systems, computer-based machine operations. Okay. And what and all happens here? You are building a digital revolution. Your digital revolution is as simple, from physical to digital. You have papers of data. You have a small memory chip which has the entire data. You have 25 books on your shelf. I have 25 books in my mobile. I can open, access, study. Then you have small and powerful sensors. Recently, any car you take, you have a sensor that will honk the moment you go back. Whenever it is closing to a certain platform or a subject, it gives you an alarm. These sensors. Now smart sensors have come much more powerful. It will tell you the distance. It will tell you at the speed you are going, at what time you will go to crash. Those are smart sensors. That is Industry 4. Industry 5 is what, you know? The same sensors, if it gets damaged, it can self-repair, or it can self-repair, or it can diagnose, and it will tell this part of my system is faulty, please replace. You know, that is the 5th generation. And you guys are going to get into the 5th generation, and be prepared. Study your subject with passion and you'll be there, right? And for that, you should have the right mentality, for which I've seen Ravindranath sir getting you into various form of physical exercise, meditation, motivational program, all this. You'll never get it anywhere in the world. And your generation is very lucky enough to have people like this. So what was not there and what was there in 2006? Just go to the previous slide. See, all this was not there in 2000. iPhone, iPad, Kindle, 4G, Uber, Airbnb, Android, Oculus, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp. Well, it was not there in 2006. And over a period of 10 years, we've seen a change. And all this is invented or created by a person like you and me. All this has been created by a person like you and me. ಮಾಡಿದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮಂತ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು, ನಿಮ್ಮವರು ನಮ್ಮಂತರ್ದು. Only thing our focus allitte ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So you put your focus wherever you want. After the 5th, after 3 years, I would complete my education. After another 2 years, I'll either study or I'll get into a job. You create your future. Never ever live in the past. Never ever tell that my parents are poor and my bank balance is not there. I don't have money. These are not resources. You need resourcefulness is only thinking how to get there. Remaining everything will come in your way. If you think how you can't get there, all these 1,000, 10,000 reasons will come into your mind and cheat you. Right? Go. For this, now it took, I think I cannot see my slide properly, to reach 1 million customers, 10 million customers. How many years? First launch of telephone. Graham Bell launched a telephone. Telephone launch ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಫೋನು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿ, ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ವೈರ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 10 million people, 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ 100 million people, ಸಾರಿ, ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ 75 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. It took 75 years for telephone to reach the 10th crore person. 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 75 ವರ್ಷ ತಗೊಂತು. Whereas web, www.google.com, any.com ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು it took 7 years 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ. Facebook only 4 years. 4 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. Instagram, Instagram is a social platform. You can use it for watching movies, you can use it for photos, you can use it for anything. You can also use it for knowledge gaining. You can get connected with people like me, Ravindranath sir, anybody in the world. It only takes 7 people from you to reach the highest person, whomever you think. You'll have a relative, you'll have a friend, you'll have somebody, you collaborate there and go. You can reach Bill Clinton, or you can reach the president of India, America, anybody. Instagram took 2 years. Pokemon, the game, after launching, it just took 1 month to reach 10 crore people. 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನ reach ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ತಿಂಗಳು. That is the power of internet and digital revolution. Right? It is not that I'm telling that electronics is good, computer science is good, mechanical is good, nothing. Everything has its importance there. once you get into that particular specialization. So what is cyber physical systems? Cyber physical systems, it is basically a computer and a process of communication and controlling the machine, and whatever happens, the information is collected, analyzed, and again coordinated. For example, you have a machinery. You run a machinery for 10 years. You make a data log and keep. And you do a maintenance on a schedule, weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance, yearly maintenance, whatever. And it goes, but still it has breakdowns, hundreds of breakdowns. But here what happens is, every time a breakdown is logged, recorded, reason is tested, accepted. Every 5th month, before the 5th month, the system will tell you, this is the time to replace, it has been overloaded. For example, bearing run hours. A bearing can run 100 hours, Andre. After the 100th hour, you will not predict. You will go do your daily maintenance and see. You prediction ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡೋಕೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ 100 hours ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. 111th or 12th hour or 110th hour, what will happen? The bearing gives down. It creates a damage to my machinery. It stops, production stops. Then again, everything adana check ಮಾಡೋದು, bearing availability ನೋಡೋದು, ತರೋದು, ಹಾಕೋದು, everything is being done and the production is back and you have lost that productive time. Cyber ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It will tell you 111th hour, this is going to break, or heat generation is high, means heat has been monitored there. It will tell the temperature of this particular bearing is going high, needs replacement. So during a break, you particularly arrange for the bearing, come stop the machine, replace and move on. So what happens to your downtime? It comes down. That's how you increase your productivity. So in productivity na ange increase ಮಾಡೋದು. Similarly, human beings also alla ನೀವು, you have 24 hours time, 8 hours ನಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರುನುವೆ, you have 16 hours. Just focus where you are focusing. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ you just concentrate. Should have a 1-point goal or you have a 5-6 goals. Work throughout, every day work 10%, say 15-20 minutes for that particular thing. If it's your physical body, yes, I need a 30 minutes exercise. If it's mentality, I need a 30 minutes meditation. If it is money, you think strategies, where to work, where to invest, learning some investment strategies. Relationship, how beautifully you can talk to your parents, how beautifully you can talk to your relatives, how beautifully you can talk to your friends. Relationships count. So like that you have your self goals. So over a period of time, what happens? Every improvement in this particular area, you live a awesome life. Your finances will be good. Not that only making finance and lose everything in this life. That's not the world. Make lots of money, die rich. You know, throughout people what they do, they work throughout the life, earning money, saving money, earning money, saving money, and they would have made massive money, they cannot enjoy. They die rich. That's not. You should live and die rich. You should create, you should contribute to the society. All this comes into your life. You are youngsters. This is where you have to design your life for. If you want to go learn coaching anywhere, go learn, go do something, right? Coming back to the subject, the computation, the 4G is like this. You have a computation, communication, and a control system. Computation analyzes the data, accumulates the data, and gives you key points. Communication means computation from the computer, that there is a communication establishment between the machine, and it is a to and fro. It is not one-sided, it is two-sided. It communicates between the machine and machine communicates back via sensors, via heaters, via thermocouples, whatever it is. It has multiple stream of communication process. Then the controls, as I told you, I gave you an example of a bearing failure. 6 design principles. Interoperability is the ability of a cyber physical system to place assembly stations. It is like an interaction between machines and humans. It can be via Internet of Things. Today, Internet is playing a key role in all this. Then virtualization of a smart factory. You know, actually smart factories, Amazon and all, you take it. Amazon is not controlled by 1,000 people working in a small industry. It is a big industry controlled by 100 people, where every logistics takes place automated. I'll show you an example where, what is the percentage of automation, what are the robots involved in it. Then decentralization. Everything was in one common factory. Today it is decentralized. You have the producer in one end of the world, the consumer in another end of the world. You have a certain logistics which gets transported directly. Before it had to come through a person to a shop or to a centralized logistics, from there to a shop, from shop to a consumer. Now everything is decentralized. Real-time capacity is what? You know what is real time? Right now, what is happening? I can have two kinds of session. I can program my session. I can automate it. I can share my video. So that becomes automation. That is not real time. Real time is I'm talking lively one-to-one. I'm talking, I'm being here live every minute at 12:20 or whatever time it is now. I'm there with you. That is real time. Real time knowledge upgradation. Real time monitoring of machines. Real time monitoring of faults. Real time data. What is happening in the moon and what is happening under the sky. Everything is real time data analytics. Before, if there was a tsunami, I think somewhere in 2009-12, somewhere there was a tsunami. The time it reached and the people take action, before that it got swiped away. The coastal area got swiped away and they washed out. But today, if anything is happening in the middle of the ocean, if it takes 8 hours to reach the coastal, meantime, the coastal guards get alerted, everybody, the entire community is shifted to a safer location and monitored. That's how technology is up to you. The negative way I'll not talk, but I'll give you an example. You have the terrorist also utilizing. We are not part of that industry. We are part of a community which helps you grow, I grow, we grow together in a positive fashion. Right? Service orientation and modularity. So all these are part of industry 4. Autonomous robots. Before everything was done manually, lifting, carrying, going, keeping. Now robots, once the truck reaches the factory, you have automatic robots, pick, place, pick and place, pick and place. Before that, what happens? Before these automatic, any machinery is being designed on a computer, stimulated on a computer, tested on a computer, via internet, tried, then cyber security is applied. Cyber security means whether any threats and damages, whether any virus can, whether anybody can steal the information and change the programming. All this. Then additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing is nothing but it is making a 3D project of the similar factory, similar processes, and then trying it. Then you have augmented reality and big data analytics. Big data analytics, you have the entire data analyzed, summarized, and given to you. For example, you have 100 people working together on a same industry, same work platform, and you see after the 10th year, one person becomes weak. After the 11th year, the second. After the 12th year, the third person. So you have a group. Their efficiency varies. Big data analytics tells one thing, what? The working procedure, the working time, the stress levels handled by a person, the nature of job, the ergonomics is done. All this will give, and then they tell that you should work like this. This should be your working style. This should be your relaxation time style, and you can improve your lifestyle and live a healthy life for a certain number of years. Right? All this is computerized now. And today knowledge is available everywhere. You talk to me, you Google out anywhere, you get it. But the question is what, you need a person who can just show you the path. Normally you get into Google and search anything you get. Problem what happens is your brain gets acquainted to that. And you'll start seeing this leads to another thing, that leads to another thing, and you're lost. That is not that. There were people. Olden days we had gurus, Swamijis, we had everybody. All this because they'll show you the path. If Guruji like Dronacharya was not there, Arjuna wasn't there. Arjuna's perfection of bow and arrow, because Guru Drona identified in him and trained him in that field. Yudhishthira with spear, Bhima with Gada. All this is there. So you need a guru. Otherwise, Arjuna would have learned Gada, he would have learned your knife, sword fight. Idella kaltukondo, you'd be in a confusion state. Today, technology is available everywhere. But never get confused. You just run over whatever you want. That is what Industry 4 is all about. It is specific to the problem. Specific. It is absolutely specific to the requirement. It has a task to perform, it will only perform that task. It will never divert from there. Hey, here what is happening, there what is happening. No. It will only perform that task. Whatever it is programmed to do, it will do. But we human beings, we are told to do something we don't do. Because there is a thing in us, a mind, which distracts us. Just go there and come. You have a class today, a new film is released, 5 or 10. That's not it. You have lots of time to do that. But your focus should be on what you are going to do. Okay, gentlemen? So normally what happens in an entire chain value digitized? Normally from a digital world to real world, I think I've explained this. A product is designed on a computer, a production planning takes place. In that first 3 phase, a stimulation, a product is tested, producted, everything is being done, and then it goes to the production services. Then mass production and to the real world. That's all. Before it was product tested, gone to the services, gone to the end customer, taken a feedback, then come back, then again do. That's not it. I'll show you. Magic happens where. So these are the advantages. I've told you predictive maintenance, bearing example, robot assisted production, pick and place. Additive means you have a project, build it on the software, create, test all the things, and then put it into service. Data is knowledge. You know, throughout the history of the world, everybody has a pattern of living. Fear was a major pattern from that point of time, from the no man world. When the first initial human being came to earth, he was fearful of lions and tigers, lived in a cave. Today also we are living in a cave, not that cave, physical cave. It is a mental cave where we clutter, we have a limiting process. Idu madidre enagutte, adu madidre enagutte. ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಗೆಲ್ತೀವಿ. But it's okay, give a try. Your electric bulb wasn't invented at the first time. It took 10,000 times for Thomas Alva Edison to build it. And if he would have failed at the 99 times, we wouldn't have had electric bulb. Correct? I was telling you robots and Amazon, right? Amazon ಅಲ್ಲಿ one point of time 2013 ಅಲ್ಲಿ robotics ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒತ್ತೋದು, ಎತ್ತೋದು, ಚೋದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. That point of time they had less than 5,000 robots. Today 2016, I don't have the data later than that. 2016, roughly around 45,000, close to 45,000 robots are working in Amazon. This is for your information. Now, my dear friends, you'll have a question to me. What you know? When robots are replacing human beings, then how will we get work? It was a fantastic question asked when I was training a session. I had a session. So there one of my member, ಒಬ್ರು ಎದ್ದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ರೋಬೋಟೇ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಸರ್ ಕೆಲಸ, ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಸರ್ ಸಂಬಳ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? No. The best part is the entire world is looking for human intelligence. ನಿಮ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Use your intelligence. Intelligence will pay a lot. Human intelligence is the highest valued thing. Absolute. No, nothing can replace human intelligence. Computer can be programmed and done. Computer can be programmed and give 110. It can voice recognize, it can talk, it can. But certain emotions, anger, it cannot recognize. Robot was designed in such a fashion. An angry customer talks, it doesn't recognize. It tells error. But still, people are working. They'll find a way out. To find a way out, intelligence is required. Correct? To improvise that robot, intelligence is required. Correct? So use your intelligence. Human beings are the most powerful people on the world. Powerful thing on the world. Your birth is a God's gift. And nothing can be replaced. You can buy, you can earn money, buy anything. You can buy a big building. You can buy a Porsche, BMW, Benz. Absolutely no problem. But whatever things you have within you, your two eyesight, ears, nose, mouth, everything, it cannot be redesigned by any robots. Once lost. So use that particular God-gift product to design something and do something for the humanity. Amazon may charge you high, low, whatever it is. But the moment you click on your mobile phone, select a product, within 24 hours, it reaches your house. Obviously, fantastic, right? In olden days, it wasn't like that. I want a product, I have to search here, there, ask 10 friends, then go to the shop, then see that warranty card, guarantee card, bring it, and then play with it. By the time I would have lost a week, 10, 15, 1 month time, you would have lost. Today, no, it is happening. Use that time for using your intelligence. Intelligence, the highest form. use it for some creative purpose. When you get into an industry or when you're studying also, it does not, you need not be very competitive. You have to be creative. You get 50 marks, he gets 50 marks is not the thing. How you get? How much you study? There are two ways. I study a book, repeat it, I become the best. I studied one time with all the knowledge, thinking this is what is happening, this is how it is, and one time is enough. So both are getting the 50 marks. In realistic world, the person who understands and get into the world will live. And this person will go to another book how to live. That's not. Okay, na? I think I'm making some interesting exercises, examples in between. Now we'll take about the German industrial, Siemens. Oh, it was a nice thing. Actually, I've never seen this presentation for a long time. But I'm still recalling all the events, what was happening when I was training students. Before, what was happening, you know, you have elders or anybody at home, you have this knee joints, elbow joints, backbone joints, all this. You go to a hospital, you have a surgery, na? They replace it with artificial joints. These artificial joints, first they'll take a mold, they'll take it, they'll design it, test it, bring it, and they'll fix it. They'll ask if you again, if there is a problem, then again redesign, put. It was a hell lot of process. Today, what happens? You want a particular joint, hip joint, artificial knee joint. You feed it into the computer, give it the key parameters. A joint is happened within 2 hours or 3 hours. The joint is ready, operation is done, the person walks out of the hospital the next day. Andre, next day, he just walks out. That is where technology is. That is where the positive stuff goes in. That is where you people are contributing to the society. You do something like this, no, it is magic to the society. There were industry 1 to 4 automated, 2-3 hours, you have a knee joint, artificial knee joint designed, produced, tested, fixed, go. Lovely, isn't it? Today you have lighting. I remember my good old days when I was in my grandmother's house in Hutchins Road. We used to buy 100 volts, 100 watts, 60 watts and 40 watts of bulb, incandescent bulb, which will consume so much energy, certain energy consume madutte. Adu hengandre 100 watts andre 100 candles power. Ade nam lecka aga. Today it is less than 10% of it. We have 18 watts tube light, LED lamps, 18 watts, 1.8. And where is 60? Where is 1.8? Just see the energy consumption, Allah. And today you have something called walk-in sensors. Not necessary ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮನೆ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ನೀವು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಗಿಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ, ನೀವು ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you have a sensor sense and switches on the light. And if you're there for 2 hours, only 2 hours light is on and it goes off. Today you have smartwatches which will tell you one thing: what is your walking, what is your distance, what is your speed, what is your blood flow, what is your blood pressure, what is your sugar levels. That's technology. That is what you guys have to do. You need not go compete with everybody in the world or anything they have made. Allah, you make a slight improvement over it, also it's an innovation. Tomorrow you'll have a watch tied to you. Wherever you go, you have a slight heart attack. You have that closer to heart attack. It immediately gives an alert to your home, to your personal doctor, and doctor immediately calls you, tells you got a medical shop close by, go take this particular tablet, over. Or do some particular exercise, cough out, do this, take an emergency person and come. It's available. It is the next generation. These are few examples. So now you can understand. We human potential are the most powerful thing in India. We Indians are very lucky to have a young generation, a very young generation. Japan also is becoming older generation. Though they have the young thing, limited population, very highly utilized population. India is having the youngest generation who can challenge the next generation of world. Next 20-30 years, we would be the powerful people in the world. Right. Sorry, I'm talking moreover in English only. Kannadadalli ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ because I do not have an audience who can question me in between and just talk. If people are there, if I can see them right on faces, alla hange ಮಾತು ಹಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So it helps in growth of the economy. Aging, you're aging. Normally human life ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು between 60, 70 years ಅಂದ್ರೆ it increases the aging process also. Productivity improves. Everybody gets. See, for example, you take an iPhone. iPhone was 1 lakh rupees, 1,35,000. As the productivity increases, what happens? A common man can get it. Okay, now I'm not comparing between a iPhone and another phone, because it has its own features. It has its own features. The security systems, phone is only thing. There are security systems within the iPhone in such a way that it cannot be hacked so easily. Your personal data is perfectly protected. You go to another phone, cheaper phone, what happens? You take a personal video with your friends, family members, or anything. Can be hijacked. Somebody can take it. Somebody, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. They can do anything with the data. Correct? They can come and cheat your relatives. They can do anything. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. That is why you are paying so much money for an iPhone. Probably, you may find out something new. You may create something new that can replace iPhones. See, that is technology disruption. You have a keypad phone. Once upon a time, Sony Ericsson, Nokia. These were the phones that dominated the market. Nobody thought it would get replaced. Keypad. Steve Jobs was a person who told, I want a single switch phone. One switch alla agbeku anta. Iga no switch. It's one touch screen. You touch it, everything comes back. And you need not even go key a password. You will stare at it. Your retina gets scanned. It opens. Nobody else can open it. It's impossible. That is technology. Employment, you need not worry about it. Your intelligence is employment. Tomorrow you launch a product, you become a business owner. Right? You have a specialty. You should have a specialization. Anything you take yoga, you take meditation. In that you have a particular stream. You become a specialist. You target your market, and that market gives you a product. You give them a product, just leave it. You see, money is yours. Money is a byproduct of a service you are going to give in the market. Right? Then what happens with new operating models, collaborative innovations? Collaboration word, innovation is a word. I just love this word. Why, Yakandre, a collaboration is what? For example, two minds. We'll take Ravindranath sir, myself. Two minds collaborated to give you a presentation like this. You have yourself and a friend. You take anything. Normally, they'll have two minds. When two minds, it's a dirty word, I don't know. When they mutually have something, just give me a minute. I think it's a number. Collaborate. New innovations are produced. And again, it depends upon the mind you're collaborating with. Not like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein, the man with that full hair like this. Albert Einstein, a beautiful girl walks to him and tells, why don't we marry and so that you get a child? Beautiful like me and intelligent like you. Awesome, Alanda. So Albert Einstein tells one thing. What if it is reverse? A bad thinking like you and my face like me. The world will kill us, stone us to death. Correct? So it is there. So that's how collaboration. You collaborate with people, collaborate with technologies. Watch was one thing called only time. Today it is everything. You can talk over the phone. Everything is there. You only need to improvise a product, finished. So all this particular technologies, it has its own impact on the government, country, regions, internal security, and society's limited beliefs, thinking everything goes. Inequality means you are big, I'm big. Everybody is equal. You know why? They have their own potential. Only thing they don't explore it. They live in that limited world, die in the limited world. You have to expand from yourself, from your family to your state, city, state, from the state to the country, break the borders, move globally, establish yourself. That's how we Indians have to be in the next generation. Correct. Again, before expanding yourself, you should have your own identities, moralities, ethics, culture values. All this should be part. You should never lose that. Tomorrow you build a product. Somebody gives you $5 million, Allah, just go sell it. No, that's not the case. You see whom are you selling it to? If it goes in the wrong hands, the entire society gets wiped out. If it goes in the right hand, it can help 1 million people. So all this is there. You should have your own ethics, a character, morals, values. So all these are the requirement of 2015. Complex problem solving, critical thinking, coordinating, creativity, people management, all this. But again, the sequence of the same thing as emerged. In 2020, critical thinking and creativity became the top three, one among the top three, whereas creativity was the last in the thing. Today, creativity is the first thing, and complex problem solving. All these are a must in the new world. So this is basically about critical thinking. Oh, I think, sir, excuse me, 12:40. I think it is 1 hour now. Let me see. Probably the safety and the mindset program, we can take it in the next session. I
No
think so.
issue, sir. You just try whatever is possible.
No, I do not want the team to go with the saturated knowledge. I want them to go with a certain knowledge which makes it useful for them.
Sure, sir.
If I can glance through the slides, I can just glance through it. But I am giving examples in between. I don't want none of our students, your mind students now, to fail anywhere in this world. They should be perfect fit for the next generation. Okay, now coming back to the subject. Thank you, sir. Now coming back to the subject. Critical thinking is objective analysis, evaluation, issue, order of a judgment. It is a situation. How do you take a decision? Suppose you see a person or a group of people quarreling. You should take an unbiased judgment. You should ensure nobody gets hurt. You should ensure that you are giving a Vikramaditya, judgment. It never goes wrong. You guys have to read all this, yeah? It is awesome. Mind blowing, huh? We do not know. We see new generation playing fast car games, fighting on mobiles. It is there. That's all there. That, what happens your mind? There are two parts of your mind, a limbic brain and another one. Oh, I forgot. The other part of the brain. There are two parts of the brain. When I'm taking that particular subject, I'll tell you. This is addictive. It always wants something new. Always. It will force you to do things. The other one is a judgmental brain. What it will tell? Wait. Is it required? Is it not required? Then take a decision. You should be more of that particular brain stuff. That I forgot that particular brain. Okay. There are two parts. This limbic, immediately go take a decision. There is something called SOS. SOS andre shiny object syndrome. Yenalla color, yenalla shiny agidya ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು. 4 ಜನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನ, ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ನೋಡು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. They get pleasure out of that. That is not real pleasure. Real pleasure is, instead of that, you take 100 rupees and go to Anath Ashram and buy 4 lunches for old people or a thing, and you come back, you see the happiness you get. That's different. That's contribution to the society. Okay, we are a part of contribution to the society. You can make money. That is also there. So critical thinking, creativity is an act of getting new imaginative ideas. Of airplane, the first flight by the Wright brothers was left in 2002 or something. Orville and Wilbur. And I'll tell you a story. These two children's parents were pastors, church pastors, andre priest church alli. ಇವರು ಹೋಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸೈಕಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಓಡೋಗಿ ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಹಾರೋ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ ಹಾರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್? ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನ್ ನರ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಾಯ್ತೀಯ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ತರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ದೇವ್ರನ್ನ ದಂಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. That was a words which was told to these two brothers, and these guys were cycle mechanics. So God said cycle mechanics. And the first flight when they took, it was 18 seconds. Today ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ 18 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ನಾವೇ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 18 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. No, that is not. Those guys invented, and today that got improved. Somebody put phones on it, somebody put nice seats on it, somebody put music on it, somebody put all emergency requirements on it. And today you sit from India, 12 hours US, Mean 12 hours is a time difference gap. Within 24 hours, you go reach there on a single flight. And you pay on a business class, Allah. You are served food. You can sleep there. You can go to the restroom. Bathroom hoಗ್ಬೋದು, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. That is the class of flight. Those guys would have thought not inventing that, Allah. Today we would have, somebody else would have invented over a period of time, but we would have been in the 50th stage. Today any common man ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು flight ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. 2000 rupees maximum. You book a ticket between India, Bangalore to Chennai, but you should book it early. Anybody can go on a flight. That is it has become like that. Alva. So anything, you have a product, improve upon it. You have a thing, improve upon it. Or find a new thing. You have an imagination brain. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ brain ಅನ್ನೋದು. A person like Vedavyasa and Valmiki created Ramayana and Mahabharata purely based on intelligence. And imagine the number of characters in it. Oh my God. That testifies human brain. Awesome, huh? Be one among it. Never ever be a person of problems, huh? Because of this I didn't do this, because of that I don't do this. These are external circumstances, and these guys are failures. You should only find out ways how to do it. That's all. You have a goal, go achieve it, and you can do it. Even God supports the person who's going to attempt it. If not, your mind will rule you, telling 10,000 reasons why you cannot do it. Then cognitive flexibility is the brain ability to take a decision from other. Color to sentence, sentence to color. Means brain's capability ಇನ್ನೂ estimate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. It is unimaginable, huh? Unimaginable. You can take your thought from a color to a different color. You can keep your thought here, what I'm talking. Similarly, you can think of Bill Clinton, what he's doing. Or you can think of Modi ji, what he is doing. Or you can think of something else. You can be focused here, your brain can take you any part of the world and come back. But the flexibility is with you where to focus on. Focus there. So there are different ways of cognitive flexibility. Then emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence never get trapped emotionally. Today Indians weakness ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದು never get trapped in emotional. Emotional intelligence, when somebody comes and gives you a certain situation and can cheat you. We Indians are first in that. We get cheated. They come and tell this is a problem, that happened, this happened, please give me some. You will be going to pay fees, but your emotions are so weak that you will give. And then you will come to know after 2 days that it conditions better. Emotional intelligence, first digest the subject, read the situation, then give. Absolutely no problem. Then you are going out of your personal way to help another person. Never be on your personal way, help a person and get trapped there. Right? Finished. So emotional intelligence, one of the things, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Self-awareness, what you're doing with awareness. Awareness is the perfect thing for a human being to evolve. And awareness comes from meditation, yoga, and all that. And we are gurus in India is a cultural hub. The entire world is watching. They take from here, go learn outside. But we Indians will never. We have everything within us and we'll never learn. If some foreigner comes and teaches us the same thing, we'll learn. Paying dollars, paying thousands of dollars. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾನೆ ಬಿಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. It's not. Self-regulation. You should know what you are doing. You should have control over yourself. Should never get into SOS, shiny object syndrome. Motivation. What makes you get up early morning? At 5:30, I have to get up and do certain thing. You have to get up and do something. For that, motivation, self-motivation. Empathy to others. How you live in a public, how do you help others? Social skills, talking to people. Can't do anything. There are lots of things in this world. Only thing you need your focus to get in there. I think, thank you. Wow, it was a wonderful session. I think so. I don't know what is the feedback. The students have to give to Ravindranath sir, and probably he'll share it with
No,
with me.
sir, we will unmute now only. Let them definitely ask you only or share it. I will just stop the recording now.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for a fantabulous presentation.
Awesome, sir. I think I never knew I was a good presenter now until then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.